That's good to have not Danny around.
I guess he's doing another interview over there.
Okay, well that's great. That will change us a bit. Silly joke. So, you're back with a new album. How did it go with the Manticore? With the
Very
recording?
cool.
Yeah?
We've done it, it was a lot different this time. This time, I kind of wanted to go in the studio and play it live. Whereas beforehand, on previous albums, it was a lot of cut and paste on Pro Tools in the studio, which kind of made it sound a bit too clinical for my liking.
Okay.
You know, so this time I was suggesting about, right, okay, so me and the drummer went in and basically recorded the songs together.
Nice.
Yeah, I even suggested about if we could put it on tape instead of digital, but we couldn't get a tape machine.
It's too old.
It's gone now. But I was really wanted to try and bring back some of the raw playing again. You know, and I also kind of felt that there was something missing. We'll put it this way, we had about a year's break before this album, and I felt after this year, when I had this break, I felt there was something missing out of the band. You know, so I kind of like thought about the albums and what was going on and what's up, and I listened to or read old interviews and stuff like this. Then all of a sudden it just dawned on me what was missing. It got all too tame. It got too normal.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
It totally did. And this time round, then I was listening. Then it dawned on me again. Like from Midian onwards, there was none of that aggression anymore. There was none of that real aggro, punky stuff we used to do back in the day.
It's absolutely 52 minutes of ultimate hardcore, all the way. I was about to ask you the question if it came naturally or if it was planned. It was planned.
Yeah, it was planned, but it kind of came. Yeah, it definitely was planned. Also, the riffs came naturally. Obviously, the riffs weren't forced.
Okay.
But it was definitely planned, as in, I wanted to bring Cradle of Filth back to what it was. You know, because there was absolutely definitely something missing, and that's what it was. You know, and it's worked, because thinking about last interviews that I've done, especially press trips, especially for the last few albums, people have gone yeah, it's a really great Cradle album, but I prefer this album, or but I prefer that album. This album, everyone's gone, it's fucking brilliant, like this, and nobody's turned around and said, oh, I prefer this, I prefer that. Not one person said that.
Okay.
You know, it's definitely worked.
Okay. So again, it's out around Halloween. It's a great time in the year.
Yeah, again, for us.
It's not the first time though.
No.
But is there another time in the year where you think it's a good timing to get out an album?
See, the thing is, I think we'll always do a Halloween release, because just for the nature of our writing cycle, we write an album, and then 2 years later we do another album because of the touring and everything. And it just so happens that our writing schedule, and then by the time we finish in the studio, and by the time the record label and the manager and everybody else have sold it into the shops, we've done all the press and all to the lead up,
right,
it's always going to be Halloween.
So it's not a coincidence anymore.
No, it's always going to be Halloween. We're in that rut of it's always going to be that. Okay. You know, unless we do an album 2.5 years time,
right,
then it's going to change.
You're very regular. Every year or so we have something from you, an album or some kind of artistic material. How do you keep on having this fuel that keeps you going on? Every year having something out, what keeps you going on? Just for the love of it, to be honest. You know, it's because I had this conversation with someone else earlier, and it was basically, we was talking about metal in general, and they say, what do you think about it? And I said, well, it's in my blood, you know, it's in my soul, I live it, I breathe it, you know. And it's the same with any metal fan, anyone, you know. It's not a fad like pop or anything like that, it's a lifestyle, I agree.
You know, it's complete lifestyle. So that's what drives me to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. You know, even when I'm not doing like Cradle stuff, I'm still at home writing music. I'm still at home playing. You know, I've got my own studio. I do everything. I always do everything around metal.
Right.
You know, and so that's what keeps drives me. I'm doing it, like I said, but having the break, like I suggested earlier, led to this album coming out.
So it's 20 years of music.
Yeah,
I don't want to make you feel old.
I feel ancient.
You're like some kind of legends. Like you have 10 albums, and you're going on tour soon.
Yeah.
How do you live this experience again and again? Are you still kids in your minds, or?
Oh, completely. As far as I'm concerned, I'm 42 in November, right? And as far as I'm concerned, I'm still 21 inside.
Great, but is there something we're not aware of when you live a new experience each time, when you go on tour, when you record an album? With the years, is there something that you really master now and that you know you can?
Just general playing experience, playing and recording experience. Because now we can go in the studio, we know exactly what to expect. You know, we know exactly how it works. There's nothing new happens now which shocks us. Oh, I didn't realise that was going to happen.
So you're wasting less time on stuff that you didn't master.
Oh, completely,
before.
yeah, totally.
So this energy, on what, except the creation, on what else do you put this energy on? Is there something new that you would like to experience, or how would you want to materialize Cradle onto another
See, for me,
act?
See, for me, energy goes into songwriting for me. You know, it really does. It goes into like every aspect of songwriting. You know, I can be sitting at home and then end up kind of thinking, oh, I'm getting bored, what am I going to do? I'll just plug my guitar in, set the studio up, and just start writing music. You know, and it just starts flooding. It starts flooding out. Next thing I know, I could have like 6 songs sitting in front of me. You know, and I do, as well as like Cradle's my job, you know, I write music and write songs just as my hobby as well, just for fun of it. I've got loads of tracks sitting at home which are not Cradle orientated music, just because I like writing songs and music.
Right. And how do you all guys get on the same wavelength? If each one of you have your own material, how do you come on the same level and say, okay, we're going to do this together, I did that, I did this? How do you merge all
it's
this?
just like, I do all the writing.
Okay.
Okay, so it comes from one person, and this album was done between me and the drummer.
Okay.
Okay, and the drummer, because he's a classically trained pianist as well,
Okay.
so he did all the orchestration on it as well.
Right.
You know, so it was just basically the two of us.
The first song, it's not really a song, but the intro, and the last one with no lyrics. I think because it's instrumental, I think they're really beautiful. Do you think sometime or some album you're gonna really break through and do something that is really orchestral, or really something that is the new macabre symphonic album?
Possibly. I mean, we've done Midnight on the Labyrinth, you know, which is like a full orchestral album.
Right.
You know.
But with another view, a fresh view.
Yeah, possibly. You know, I mean, I know what we're going to do is on this tour, we're going to take 2 songs or a couple of tracks off of Midnight on the Labyrinth and play that live, but with guitars and vocals and drums. So it's really symphonic, just something different for us for live. You know, I mean, look, this new album we've got. There's a lot of synths, real dark wave synths and stuff on it now to give it a different edge.
Absolutely.
You know, fair enough. There was a lot of layers removed in the final album, because on the demos we're actually releasing the demos on another release, and that it's got so much. It's absolutely inundated with orchestral stuff that Martin's done, and so you'll hear the difference when it comes out. But yeah, no, I think if we was to do another orchestral stuff, I'd like to do it more synth-based, but really, really dark, just to give it another twist.
We're waiting for that.
Yeah.
We really want to, I guess.
You know, it's something I feel really passionate about. This is the reason why I really wanted all the dark synths on the album as well. I didn't want to just do another album with just orchestration. It's been done to death by so many bands. You know, so this is why we've gone, right, got to go down this road. We've we've got to go down this road. And I kept hammering at it. I said, you've got to go down this road. Like this. And like, yeah, and so we mixed, because we couldn't completely get rid of all the orchestration, because that just wouldn't be us. You know, so we kind of like stripped it back a bit and then put more of the dark wave synth back into it again. I mean, the next stuff that we do, I want more of the dark wave synth and a lot less orchestration.
Okay.
Just to give a real, another really dark twist.
Yeah, that would be great to have really this really dark side of Cradle, even darker. Like,
yeah, totally.
We're always asking for darker. So.
Yeah, I mean, because with the orchestration, you can't really, no matter what you do orchestration-wise, just for the nature of the sounds of the instruments, it's not going to sound that dark. It'll sound epic, but it's not going to sound dark.
Okay, so we wanted to know about the artwork. Do you like working with different artists, or do you prefer hanging out with the same designer that knows who you are and every time gives you the image you're waiting for?
I think it's just by default we've always used something different. You know, this album there was 3 different artists on this album. You know, there's one guy that did the cover. Don't ask me the names because I'm really crap with names.
You were waiting for the names.
Was it Matt this something or other? I can't remember his name, but yeah, he did the cover.
Okay.
And you better see it all online now. That's my excuse. Everything. If I can't remember anything, you'll see it online. Don't worry, it's on the website.
Okay. Well.
But no, we do like, as I say, the artwork inside as well is done by 3 different people.
Okay. So you work with several persons.
Yeah, for this one, and like there's pretty much an image for. Like not for each track, but for some of the tracks there's an image for like the tracks.
Right. This is some kind of a funny question, but is there anything that really frustrates you in your music?
Yeah, it's not dark enough.
I like that answer.
It's absolutely not dark enough.
Very good. I agree. Okay, so we're waiting for a fucking dark album next time.
It might even be, I mean, the next time, I mean, some of the tracks that I've written myself, I've got in my studio, like it's stupidly dark. So I might even possibly get another band together and release it. I don't know.
Good job. Well, anyhow, we are really happy to see you again. The Filth is back.
Absolutely.
So keep it on, and thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Rock on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you.